Plaintiff Tracy Walzak says she met the defendant 20 years ago, and when they reconnected in 2012, they became friends with benefits. Tracy claims despite her numerous requests for the defendant to take her out in public, he never did. And she eventually learned he was seeing someone else. Tracy's suing him for an unpaid loan she gave him for new tires. Defendant Maurice Whiteman says on the night he reconnected with Tracy, after not having seen her for 10 years, they went to a park in the woods and had sex in her Jeep. Maurice claims Tracy would call him whenever she wanted sex, and that's all she wanted from the relationship. Maurice claims Tracy offered to get him the tires as a gift if he had sex with her. So he did.
Start with you.
I'm suing Maurice because he's a con man, he's a user, he's a manipulator.
Where do you know him from?
I've known Maurice for about 20 years. He used to work with my ex-husband, and we reconnected on a dating site about 2 years ago.
It's called conmen.com.
That's what it's called, that's right. Go ahead.
And so we reconnected and we started I don't know if it's called a relationship or not because he was seeing other women at the same time.
When did you all reconnect?
In March of 2012.
All right. And what was it like?
Well, it wasn't dating because he never took me out in public. So.
And what did you all do then? You just stopped by and visit?
It was kind of like
and
friends.
Play cards?
Kind of like friends with benefits, I guess.
Oh, okay. Friends with benefits. Mm-hmm. All right, but friends with benefits, they still go out.
He didn't take me anywhere.
Okay, well that's called a booty call. That's two different things. Friends with benefits means just that. We're friends, we'll go have a bite sometime, we'll hang out together. No commitment though, we're not a couple. Not going out. All you're getting are drive-bys.
I guess that's what you'd call it.
All right, but you experienced pleasure also, I suppose,
yes,
in this situation.
Yeah.
All right, so fair exchange, no robbery. Go ahead.
There you go. Anyway, he asked if I still had a jet ski at home, and
let me ask first, did he ever tell you all had a committed relationship?
No.
All right, so did he ever say, I'm not dating anyone else?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
All right.
Plaintiff Tracy Walzak had a sexual relationship with the defendant, and she claims she loaned him money for new tires, which he failed to repay. But the defendant insists the tires were a gift in exchange for sex.
Go ahead, sir. You give me some background.
Yes, sir. Well, like you said, we met on a dating site, and after 10 years of hiatus, she called me up one time, asked me what I was doing. I said, nothing. I said, what are you doing? She says, nothing. I said, well, you want to meet? She said, sure. Where? I said, well, the only thing in between here is a park in the middle of the woods. So this is the middle of the night, so that's the first time I met her after 10 years. We went to a park in the woods and dropped the tailgate down on her Jeep and with a six-pack, and that was.
And this is the first time you
seen her after 10 years.
And 10 years earlier, she was married to your buddy.
That I worked with, yes. And then that was our relationship.
You want to know why nobody take you out? Go ahead. He took you out to the woods. Go ahead, man.
And so that was our relationship. She'd call me up, say, what are you doing? I said, I'm on my way home from work. My daughters come home from school about 4 o'clock or so. So she'd come to my house at noon with a six-pack, and she'd stop at Taco Bell. Come over with some six-pack and a Taco Bell, and we'd have sex for a couple hours, and then she'd go home.
So she was doing the drive-by.
Yes, she was doing it.
You were the booty call.
Yes, sir.
You had you a little booty call, didn't you? This call, I'm on my way. I can only stay a minute. Run in there. Here, eat the taco and get your energy. All right. Tell me about the loan you're suing him for, ma'am.
Anyway, in May, he said he was going on a Sturgis run in South Dakota, and he needed tires for his truck. And he asked me if he could borrow the money. Oh. And I said, all I have is a credit card. And he said, I'll pay you back in a couple weeks. And I said, well, if you pay me back in a couple weeks, that's fine. And
how much was it?
It was $954.81.
All right.
Then he told me that not to call him while he was on his motorcycle run because his daughter had dropped her cell phone in the toilet and he was letting her use his cell phone. Well, while he was on his motorcycle run, he was tagged on a Facebook site by his girlfriend that was with him on the motorcycle run. So yeah, he didn't
so he got your money to take his girlfriend.
Take his girlfriend on a motorcycle run. When he came back from that motorcycle run, I was waiting in his driveway because he had also taken my jet ski. And I had a hard time getting my jet ski back from him. I waited, he wouldn't give it back to me. And I waited in his driveway for 6 hours to get my jet ski back. And as soon as he pulled up with all of his buddies and his girlfriend, I told him, I want my jet ski, and you need to sign this promissory note saying you're going to pay me for them tires.
And was his girlfriend with him?
Yeah, she was with him.
When you came up, what did she say? What was her disposition?
She said she enjoyed riding that jet ski with him.
That's what she said to you?
That's what she said to me.
Kind of rubbing it in your face?
Yeah.
And did you tell her, I enjoy renting your man? Did you tell her that?
Well, no, she told him that. She says, I thought you already paid her for those tires. He says, I'll talk to you about it later, honey.
Plaintiff Tracy Walczak had a sexual relationship with the defendant, and she claimed she loaned him money for new tires, which he failed to repay. But the defendant insists the tires were a gift in exchange for sex.
Sir, let me hear your side.
Well, she was always complaining about taking her out. And I had other priorities. So one day she asked me to come up to Three Rivers to see her. Well, my tires were shot on there. I said, honey, I can't make it up that way. I said, my tires are bad, this and that and the other. She said, well, hell, honey, I'll pay for those tires if you just come up and see me.
Oh.
And she did all the driving. So we made a deal. I went up there. She got the tires. Well, anyway, she had the jet ski. Now the jet ski, her boys took out and beat it up and stuff like this. Well, Sons. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I said, okay, it's fair. I'll do the work on the jet ski. Call it even on the tires. This and that and the other. It's fine. Nothing was said about paying her back like that or anything else, or having the tires to go to South Dakota. So. The only time she got mad or blew up or anything is on this Facebook tag, found out that I had another chick that I took on this motorcycle trip. When I got back there, she was sitting in my driveway waiting. Me and my buddies come rolling up. I got a bunch of Harleys, everything else. We're loading up. She's freaking out. She's making a big old scene. Says she got 2 other buddies at the corner waiting to whip my butt if I didn't give the jet ski. I said, and then next thing you know, my girl at the time that I took, she jumps out. They start squabbling. It's calling this a hoe. This one's a hoe. Next thing you know, they're ready to throw down. I had to get her out of my property. She's whipping out this paper. You signed this. You signed this. All right. I did whatever I had to do to get her off my property.
Well, how many guys did you have with you? You say you and your buddies rolled up.
Oh, hell, they were getting their bikes and getting the hell out of there.
How many were there?
There's 2 of us.
All right, and your buddies ran out on you?
No, they wanted to get the heck out of there.
Right, they ran out on you.
Basically.
Seeing that you had other guys who were about to jump on you.
Lying.
They ran.
He's lying.
Ma'am, did you have an imaginary guy up on the corner?
I think I did have an imaginary. I borrowed my ex-husband's truck.
And then you said Johnny, Mr. Walczak and his buddies was waiting around the corner.
Sir, next time call the police. That way you won't be forced, as you claim, to sign a note. Because I don't believe you were forced, because I believe these big bad buddies of yours would have stuck up for you. I would hope you aren't saying that about your buddies, because when they see that, they will be quite upset to learn that you called them cowards. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
What do you want to say?
I'm happy about the verdict. I don't have no hard feelings.
I have no hard feelings. Like I said, it was just mutual agreement on what it was.
Did you see that last case? If you can relate to their situation and have a legal question for me, hit me up on my website, askjudgemathis.com.